Alright, fourth graders, let's get started on the long A version of the spelling words for Lewis and Clark and me. So, the first one we're going to do is the E-I-G-H says A. Now remember we just did I-G-H is I. Well, if you see a E-I-G-H, it's going to say A. So let's do our words for that. The first one is weigh. I have to weigh myself. W-A. W. It's a W. And the long A is E-I-G-H. Make sure it fits in one box. Weigh. The next word is 8. My friend is 8 years old. 8. For the number 8, the word is spelled E-I-G-H. Since the A sound, the next sound is T. 8. The next one is freight. Truck drivers move freight. Freight. R-A-T. The first sound is you make the hook first, down, and then cross. A-E-I-G-H. And the last sound is T. Freight. The next word with the E-I-G-H representing the long A sound is sleigh. Santa rides in a sleigh. S-L-A. S-L-A-E-I-G-H. Sleigh. The next way that we're going to spell the A sound is A-I. Please remember, do not remember it as when two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, because that only works 34%, I believe, 34 to 38% of the time. Yes, that rule happens to work for this vowel team, but it is not a rule that we should remember because it's not happening the majority of the time. So, for the long A sound for these words, we'll spell it with the A-I. The first word is detail. I pay attention to the details. D-E-T-A-L. D-D-D. For those of you that are still having problems with the B's and the D's, here's a way to remember it. When I say the D-D-D sound, my mouth is open and my tongue is tapping behind my teeth, tapping on the roof of my mouth like a drum. D-D-D. Think about this. In a drum in a parade, the drum sticks out in the front, and then the tall person is holding it. So the bubble and then the line. D-D-D. It sounds like a drum. The bubble comes first and then the line. B-B-B. My lips are closed and then I'm popping the air. B-B. So, on the line, think about it being closed lips. So those lips that are closed, so my lips are closed, I can draw a line between my lips. B. My lips are closed, and then the bubble's down low like a baby, and babies are really loud, so it's a loud sound. B. B. So that's a good way of remembering the B's and the D's, of how they are drawn. So the word is detail. D-D-D. Sounds like a drum. The drum comes first. I make a magic C, because a C can turn into lots of different letters. A C, an A, a G, a D. So it's detail. D-E. A is the A-I. O. and E are my vowel sounds. E is an open syllable, so that's where my syllable break is. A vowel at the end of a syllable can go a long way. The vowel is long, we put a macron on top. That's what that's called, is a macron. Tail, that syllable has one vowel sound. That's the definition of a syllable. A syllable has one vowel sound. So we have two vowel sounds. We have a two-syllable word. We can break it apart. The next word is braid. I like to braid my hair. B-r-a-d. The first sound is b, b. My lips are closed. I'm popping the air. B. The line is first, and then the bubble. A is the A-I. D, 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 d. Sounds like a drum. The drum comes first, and then the tall person. Braid. The next word is bait. I will buy bait to go fishing. Let me move this up. Bait. B-A-T. The first sound is b, b. My lips are closed. The line is first, and then the bubble. A is the A-I. T. Bait. Remember, A-I is used in the middle of a base word. The A-I, and then the final sound. A-I, and then the final sound. A-I, and then the final sound. Because in a little while we're going to change it. We're going to have A at the end of the word, and I'll show you when we're going to change it to the A-Y. The next word is grain. Flour is made from grain. G-R-A-N. G, G is the G. Make the magic C up and touch, down and curl to the front. G. A in the middle of the base word, spell it A-I. The N. Grain. I like to eat the next thing. That's raisin. Raisin. R-A-I-N. R is R. A in the middle of the word, A-I. About 65% of the time, a Z is spelled with an S, and that's true for this word. Z can be spelled with an S, majority of the time actually. It is I. My tongue is up, my lips are open. The N. It. That's a short I. We've got two vowel sounds, so we've got a two-syllable word. Ray, and then zen. Our syllable break is right there. The next word is trait. Red hair is a trait. T-R-A-T. The first sound. A in the middle of a base word can be A-I, and then T. One vowel sound, one syllable. Trait. The next word is spray. Spray. The skunk will spray you. S-P-R-A. My lips are closed. That reminds me the line is first. Start in the middle box, go under the writing line, and then come up and make the bubble sit on the writing line. Teachers, make sure that your students write the P with the bubble on the writing line. Do not accept a P that's written above the line, like this. That looks like a capital P. We do not put capital letters in the middle of our words, students. The bubble must sit on the writing line. Is the next sound. A is the last sound of the word. and this word is spelled A-Y. Please make sure that the point where the two lines come together touch and is sitting on the writing line, and the tail of this one goes under. Let me do that again. You come down, you make a V, and then you bring this line and go under the writing line. Spray. The vowel sound is the A-Y, and it says the A. So A-Y can say the long A sound. The next word is dismay. D-I-S-M-A. D-D-D. Sounds like a drum. The drum comes first in a parade. D-D-D. Magic C, up and touch, down and bump. I, the short I sound. A is at the end of a word. A-Y at the end of a word can spell A. Dismay. Now, there's an unusual word, and I'm going to put a heart. I want you to put a heart out in the outside part, because it's going to be an unusual spelling. Remember up here we said that E-I-G-H represents the long A sound. And all of our words had, let me go ahead and write it out here, I-G-H was the long I sound. There's an exception to the rule. The word is, let me get back down here to the bottom. The word you need to remember by heart is the word height. Height. I. The long I that we did for all of our words were I-G-H. And the word height is E-I-G-H. Now, E-I-G-H, the other words we did said the long A sound. Our word is not hate, it is height. Like how tall I am, height. I'm not sure why that is spelled that way in representing the I sound. It could be word origin. I'm not sure. I did not get a chance to look it up, but that would be something interesting to see. If you look on a couple of dictionary apps, it will tell you the word's origin, where it came from. It will show you some of the spellings of the words a long time, and you can go, oh, it's Latin or it's Greek, and that's why it started off like that, and then it's changed how it's said, but not how it's spelled. It's usually how it goes. With unusual spellings, it's usually due to word origin, where the word originally came from. Usually it's Latin, Greek, French, German, lots of different countries. So this is the only one that does not follow a rule as we have learned it here today with our patterns. So you've learned long I, I-G-H, and a few different long A spelling patterns. And I know that you're going to ace this spelling test, and as you're reading through your, not only your story, Lewis and Clark and Me, but also your AR books and your books you read for fun, you'll find some of these spellings and go, oh, I know how to pronounce that word because I know the spelling pattern. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next week, guys.